Hey everybody, and welcome back to Loops and Scoops Crochet. This is a different angle, a different place in the room. I don't love the light being on top of me, but we're going to give it a shot today. I will probably move these all around just wherever it works for recording that week. I'm currently working on trying to rearrange this whole room and make it make more sense for yarn storage. I have one big shelf over here, and then I've got the ones I was sitting in front of last time, and I'm just trying to figure out where to put everything, so working on it. I also don't have the ring light today. I've just got a lamp, so that's a little weird, but eventually I want to settle in on a recording location. But until then, we've got this. So I just want to pop in with my weekly check-in update sort of thing and show you what I made. Talk a little bit about what I did this week as far as crocheting, maybe some of what we did otherwise, because this week I didn't get as much done, but and not too bad. Let's see. Oh, and then I have a little bit of news at the end about our market videos. I'll do that at the end, like I said. Alright, so first, what did I make? It's a lot, again, of the same thing over and over, so I'm not going to show you every one. But here we go. Started off with our jumbo mushroom guys, Mushy Boys. This is the standard Mushy Boy. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the name of the pattern designer. But it's the one that's on Ribbler, I think. I have changed it slightly. They're always a little fuzzy when I show them. I've changed the pattern slightly, but only a little bit on the mushroom top to get a smoother edge in the back. And that's just because I'm using this jumbo yarn, so it's a little more noticeable. So I get a little bit of a more rounded look at the back. I do this in several different colors. So there's a standard red, which typically is our best seller, so I have more red than anything else, but I like to do other ones, so I have been doing other ones. So, and I also do different tops. I do some with the hearts, like this. And then anything variegated, I don't do anything. So there's that. And this top was made as I was trying to decide on my hook size for this particular yarn. I really need a size that they don't make. And so I was trying a size higher than I use now. I settled on a 10. I would really like a 10.5 or an 11, but I can't seem to find it. This might have been an 11, but with a weird hook that I've never used before, and it turned out bigger and a little floppier, and I don't love it. But there's that. So variegated yarns, I don't do anything on the top. I've got a couple of those. I'm not going to show all of the mushrooms, but just some. And then this is one of the newer colors. This is Big Twist Plush yarn. This is the Crayon Box. I had to make one at least. And I just do a little blush on these, nothing else. I think they're so cute. I love them a lot. Alright, and this is the other style for the mushroom top. Just standard. Right, everyone does that. And then this was my favorite of the new colors, the bright pink. Yeah, I always have to go in and de-fluff after I embroider on the top. But yeah, so this is bright pink with the hearts on top, so super cute. So I made 10 of those guys. Next up we've got, go ahead and do these. Possums. We actually do these in 2 different colors of gray. So here those are. And I made 20 of these guys. So I think I ended up with 12 of the lighter gray and 8 of the dark. So Awsoms. These are one of our best sellers typically at every show. We'll see if that holds true, but that is why I made so many. And I actually, depending on how this show goes this weekend, I might make 20 more for our 2 Comic-Cons coming up in the next 2 weeks. All right, and then let's just pick up the basket so I don't have to keep bending over because there's not much left. Then I did leggy frogs. I already had a bunch made. These sell okay for us. It's one of those, it does well or it doesn't. So I like to have them around. I think they're cute. They're easy. So whenever I have a little bit of time, I do leggy frogs. This tends to be our best color selling color. Color selling, yeah. Our best selling color is just green. This lime-ish green. I do these in brunette. So this time, because I already had, I don't have, like 14 or something made from previous shows. I made 7 more. And I do 2 faces. I do the standard meh face. And then I do happy face with a little bit of blush. There we go. I made 7, if I didn't say. And I made the green and I made some purple. And that's it. I think I ended up with 4 green and 3 purple. Yeah. And finally, last thing. It's a repeat of from last week. I made a few more soot sprites. 3 more to be exact. So, they're so cute. So that brings my soot sprite total up to 19, I believe. And I wanted to have 27 for the Comic-Cons. But I'm going to run out of glitter yarn. So, I think I'm going to end up with 4 more, which is still pretty good and more than I've ever had before for one show. So if they just do amazingly well at the first Comic-Con, we can try to find some of the glitter, the glitz, I think it's glitz, some of the glitz black that would get to us quick enough that I can knock a few more out. But that's all for this week that I made. That brings our inventory total that I managed to put in the pot, $620. That's 20 possums, 7 frogs, 10 mushrooms, and 3 sprites. 40 items total. A few of those were like started before. This was a busier week than last week. I didn't get as much time to crochet. So the 2 mushroom tops, the 2 variegated that were a little bigger, those were made already at the start. And then all of the possum noses, like the pink and the white, they were already made as well. I have a bag full. I should have grabbed it. Oh, it's behind me. I'll grab it real fast. I make them and I stick them in a bag until I'm ready to finish them off. So these are the, I think there are 18 in here. So yeah, it'll be just enough to hit 40 in our inventory if I had managed to make them all, which had been the plan, but it's not gonna happen. So I make these beforehand. It takes me, sorry for the crinkling, it takes me at least 45 minutes to make the possum. My sister can get through it a little faster, but I took over on those and I think I'm getting a little faster, and I like how they turn out. They're turning out pretty consistent, which I like. I like that I'm there to the point where consistency is something I can manage, especially because I'm in charge of the smaller things. It's better if they all look the same. So yeah, that's all that I made. The news, actually, what I was going to tell you a little about what we did this week, and now I can't remember what it was. Oh, one of the things, I was at game day yesterday with a family game night, game day kind of thing, and we played the longest game ever of Everdell. Everdell? Yeah, if you've played that, it's super cute, but it was my husband's first time playing, and it was much longer than we remembered it being, and he wasn't super into that one, so it was kind of a wasted game day. But it was still fun. And we did that one and Exploding Minions. If you've played that one, it's a different version of Exploding Kittens, with the minions from Despicable Me. We're nerds, if you didn't know. And then zombie dice to close the night out with zombie dice. It's just a super quick game, just dice. And then we came home, but before that, this week, I was just a lot of errands to run that I didn't think I would have, so I didn't meet my goal. I was really hoping to get to 1,000 in inventory every week before these 3 shows, but I'm still too slow, too slow, but that's okay. I'm getting there. And next week for market prep, or this week, I'm recording these on Monday, just showing you what I got done throughout the full week. I'm hoping to make, this is in my dreams, this is what I like to get done. We just got a pattern pack for a bunch of little birds made out of Bernat, and I want to make a few of those, just different kinds of birds. It has a cockatoo that looks pretty cute, just the standard mallard, which we haven't done yet. We haven't done mallards. There was a cardinal that was really cute, and I think I have red and black in Bernat. And then parakeets in just different colors, just what I have around. So I'm going to try birds. And then I wanted to make 3 or 4 sunflower turtles. I bought a new pattern for that I wanted to try, where I really like the shape of the leaf. I'll show you next week if I get those done. And then I need to fill a few holes of the things that typically sell well for us. I don't think I have the paper where I wrote that down, but things like, I gotta double check how many seals we have, and stingrays, and things like that. Just some of our typical better sellers. But yeah, and then the news about the market videos. My husband said he would help me with editing, so that's the news. These are never going to be edited. It's just going to be me standing here doing this, talking about what I made and anything else going on. But the market videos should be a little more polished because he's pretty good at that stuff, and he offered, so I'm going to take him up on that. So I'm going to try to come up with a format that kind of the format, piece it together from other videos that I like watching, and that's probably going to be something like a quick, hey, it's market day, vloggy type thing, getting to the venue, a shot of the table, before and after. If I can remember, we're the worst about getting the after shots, but I'm going to try to start remembering, because I'll have a reason to do it now for you guys to see. And then either he and I, or just myself, will come in with like a breakdown of what we sold, sort of in a, these were our best sellers first, and then maybe list everything out in the order they sold after that, if you are into that sort of thing, the whole list, and then let you know how much of that is what I brought in with things that I made. So that is the goal. When it's Brant and I, that's my husband. If I didn't say his name this time, I'm pretty sure I said it in the last video. If it's one where we're traveling and it's like a 2-day show or something, we might have more footage, more vloggy type footage, but we're both super uncomfortable filming in public, so we'll see. There probably won't be a lot of talking from the stall, but we'll probably record before and after a bit with some of our initial thoughts on the market. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you to any new subscribers. The first video here did really well. I was super happy so many of you watched it. And so if this is the kind of thing that you enjoy, please go ahead and subscribe. Like I said, every week I'm going to, in the first video, if you haven't watched it, I'm going to do this video every week for the things that I made. Because we're pretty much always market prepping, because we're trying to schedule multiple events every month. And then, so this is a given, this video. And then the market recaps will come as we do shows. And they'll come on whatever day we finish the editing, now that I know he's going to be editing it. What I was thinking about doing for the editing is at least like throw up a picture when we're doing the breakdown, like stand over here and do the picture of the item that's sold, so that if you're interested in making it on your own, you can see what it looked like. And then I will try to get a list of our patterns, because I know that's important. I've looked at several myself when I'm watching different YouTubers, crochet YouTubers. Like a good 50% of the time that I'm crocheting, I'm watching other people. So it is really fun for me to do these. I hope that you enjoy them as much as I enjoy other people's. So yeah, follow along if you're up for that. Like I said in the first video, we have a market Saturday. It's just one day, and it's a Christmas in July thing. And then the next 2 weekends are Comic-Cons, and those are always exciting because we're trying to do comics and stuffies. So you can follow along and see how that goes for us. So yeah, that's it for today. I will see y'all next week.